Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know, I had some free time because I just got off work and I had nothing better to do. So I decided I wanted to make a video just talking about the state of Big Brother. I wouldn't really expect this to be like a regular thing. Don't hold me to any kind of consistency or any kind of standards for that matter. But, you know, if I do more of these, I do more of them. If I don't, hey, I hope you enjoyed this video at the least, you know. But today I wanted to talk about the state of Big Brother. I think, you know, I, as well as a whole plethora of other people, have a bunch of issues with this community, but we still stick around. I don't really know what sense that makes, but we stick around and we are active participators in this very toxic wasteland. But it's fun and a negative experience at the same time. Basically, I wrote down 5 ideas of why I feel this way. There's obviously way more than that, but you know, for now, it's just something to work off of. Like I said, if you guys really like this and you want more of this, just like, comment, and subscribe. But if not, you know, this was a fun experience. So let's get to it. My first big issue is I feel like there's a whole lot of inconsistencies within the community when it comes to discourse of the show, and not even just Big Brother. I feel the same way with Survivor, the Traitors, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's plenty of moments where I feel that we see certain players who are playing really good, unfortunately not get their credit or just dues because people just don't like them. And you know, that's a really regular human emotion. I get it, but it for people like me who just love to talk about this stuff, it doesn't really make the most sense. Let's take like Cody Calafiore, for example, right? And you know, pre-gaming and all that nonsense aside, I understand why people want to discredit him, but he argumentatively played one of the most dominant games, if not the most dominant game in Big Brother history, and he had basically a perfect win. It's pretty insane to think about. But for some reason, because he went on the Traitors, and you know, Cirie whooped that ass. You know, he will admit that himself, I assume. I feel like people don't want to credit the guy. I feel like they're like, oh well, he did bad on the Traitors, so you know, he sucks. We saw this with Dan as well. But if another player people like Daniel Reyes or freaking Parvati or Sandra or something fall short in their journeys on other shows, right? That doesn't get bleeded into their other careers or like their legacies. It only happens for people that people don't like, and it's insane to me. It drives me insane. And you know, it's a human element because, you know, there's players that I'm not the biggest fans of. I've been very vocal. I've been very incorrect, as well as correct with a lot of things, but I have my moments. But, you know, I can admit when I'm wrong. And I think that's missing within this world, you know? So that is a big problem with me. You know, it bothers me, and it honestly drives me insane. I mean, there's also another conversation to have with like implicit bias. There's a lot of like smoke to like black men specifically that I see, but that's also just my perspective. I'm sure that it's like that with a whole lot of people. I know the Asian community specifically, they always, specifically in Survivor, get targeted pretty early, and it's kind of weird, you know. So there's some conversation to happen there, but I don't think that this is the type of video to get too deep into that. This is supposed to be about Big Brother Twitter, so let's continue. Number 2, groupthink and original ideas definitely get like looked down on pretty quickly, and it's kind of weird when you have someone like myself who is very opinionated and, like I said, incorrect at times, but correct a lot of the times. You know, people don't like it. If you have an opinion that isn't fitting the mold of what Big Brother Twitter is telling you you're supposed to like, you're going to get ate up, and it's pretty insane to me. How are you going to get mad at me for, let's use Big Brother Canada, for example. I completely understand why people are mad that there's no feeds, but I still enjoy the show. I don't need feeds personally to enjoy Big Brother Canada because I think the edited product gives me the perfect dose of what I need. I don't need to watch feeds or dailies to enjoy that product. But if I vocalize that I do like this thing, there's a angry mob of people who are going to jump me and want me dead, basically, for like, oh, you're contributing to the downfall of Big Brother. How dare you still support this show? What the hell is wrong with you? And you know, I think that there's something wrong with that. Like, I understand not agreeing with someone, and like, you have a healthy conversation. You don't have to really like fully agree with somebody, but I'm not going to like eat somebody completely alive just because they didn't agree with me. I just don't think that's like sane nor fair, if you catch my drift. I also think that there's like a huge influx of people who kind of pose for clout at this point. Like there's people who don't necessarily like agree or really have certain takes, but they'll just post something because they think it'll get a lot of engagement. You know, I'm just like, what are you doing? You know, it's just not for me. Lastly, it's like, don't call me like a freaking misogynist just because like I'm rooting for someone that you don't like. You know, like I completely understand like not siding with certain things, but like, all right, if I think Xavier Prather is a good winner and I think that like he deserved his win, if I put him in my top 10, you don't gotta agree with it, but like don't be like, oh, of course you have such a misogynist to take Tiffany Mitchell ran his game. Listen, they both played amazing games and I love both of them. I'm just being real with you. I can give credit to one person. It doesn't have to like automatically bleed into someone else. You know, I don't really get the point of wanting to tear my head off because I think someone is better than the other. You know, that's just me. So number 3 doesn't have anything to do with me, but still has something to do with Big Brother Twitter. And it's pretty crazy. It's I feel like the attacking, betraying, and kind of like the violence towards alumni is kind of out of hand. You know, there's players like, let's use America's favorite players, for example. We got Tiffany and we got Taylor, the two of some of the more recent like fan favorites that everybody loves out the gate. Everybody wants to support. We can also use like Hannah, Azah, the list goes on. And you know, you guys love these players when they're doing what you want. You love them when they're like fitting your ideology and like basically saying what you want them to do. And you know, that's fine. That's why you originally love them. But the moment they do one thing or say something that you don't really agree with, and it's not even that bad. I feel like this community is so quick to like turn and try to cancel someone. It's wild. Like let's use Tiffany for example, or Taylor. It's like, and you know, I understand there's some people who don't care for Taylor. That's not my argument. I don't really care, but the amount of people who turn on Taylor just because she didn't do nor like side with certain people that you guys all want her to is pretty wild. Or like Hannah and Tiffany, where like they're both adults, you know, they can feel one way about certain players outside the house and then feel a different way once they get out the house, yet you guys want them like to like hate these people forever, or you want to cancel them. It's a little quizzical. That's not realistic. Or even like a guy like Hisam, where like I feel like Hisam definitely, you know, got attacked just because you know, he didn't do what people really cared for. So like people went to his job website and tried to cancel him and like mess his business up. Like that's really crazy. I think they did something like Christie during BB21 as well. That was pretty wild. It's just like, yo, it's a game. Like let's be real. Gotta make this quick because my camera's about to die. So definitely another big issue for me, and this is one of my biggest pet peeves. I know I said 5, but like 4 and 5 can be combined to the same thing, so I'll make it short and sweet. Stands, fake accounts, like burner accounts and all that, it's wild, bro. Now it's like there are so many like closet racist people in this community. It's insane. And excuse me, oh my god, there's so many closet racists in this community. It's insane because you know, you're too much of a coward to like put your face on like some of the takes you guys have and some of the shit you say. So you make a fake account, and I'm just like how powerful do you feel, my guy? You know, I know I have my comments still about like America Lopez and like Corey and all that stuff on the off season. It's just a show. Once the show ends, I don't give a damn. But like, the AmeriCorys are insane. I think some of the jailers were insane, the Stanas and whatever other like fan bases were out there who were acting rabid at the time. Like, you guys are wild because it's like, you guys are on BT. Like, this is like a full-time job. If anyone says anything that like any of these stands don't mess with, like, they're gonna pounce on you. And you know, even like the people who I do like Jared, Blue, Sari, you know, Survivor's a whole nother conversation. I might have to make a Survivor community video. But like, you guys are wild. But even like looking at the Survivor community, like the stuff they're saying to Soda is pretty crazy. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. And you know, content creators, regular Twitter users, bloggers. There's just so much going on, and this could be such a long video, but my camera's about to die soon, and you know, this was very like unserious. So you know, if you guys like stuff like this, just let me know. Like you know, I'm just here to talk and chat, and I'm a yapper. So comment down below if you agree with anything I'm saying. If you disagree, if you think that like, Isaiah, what the F are you saying? Like, feel free to tell me. But you know, this is going on the Silent Podcast channel. You can check out our coverage if you like anything that I'm saying. And yeah, but yeah, until next time, Isaiah out. Peace.